I'm so grateful that Johto only has 2 water routes, unlike in Hoenn where there were 17. I also recall that I got 2 of those routes mixed up. Well, I guess those water routes really overwhelmed me. I don't even remember how long it took me to get through those routes. Well, it doesn't matter. What happened back then won't happen here. Now, towards the end of the last parts, I said something about how that first trainer I fought with the War Turtle and the Pelipper was annoying me with Protect. But after reviewing the footage, it turns out that never happened. Okay, I don't know why I said something that never happened. Probably because I've seen those two use Protect before in the past. And also because it was pretty late at night as well. So sorry for the little misinformation last video. Okay, moving on to bigger and better things. We got another Type battle event in Scarlet and Violet, which features the returning 7 Star Incineroar. It originally appeared back in September of 2024, but now it's back starting from the 21st until the 28th. So its ability is Intimidate, its chart type is Dark, its nature is Brave, and knows the moves Flare Blitz, Darkest Lariat, Bulk Up, and Iron Heads. And its additional moves Snarl, Taunt, and Earthquake. So this time, I'm thinking of 5 Pokemon you can use to fight that Incineroar. And those 5 consist of Malamar, Komo-o, Hariyama, Dondozo, and Clefable. I'm going to start with Clefable since I think that's a Pokemon that a lot of people tend to sleep on. And I don't mean that literally. So my Clefable's ability was Unaware, its star type was Fairy, its nature was Modest, its held item was the Shell Bell, and I gave the moves Moonblast, Draining Kiss, Calm Mind, and Psych Up. So first use Draining Kiss 3 times, then check to see if Incineroar's attack stat is at plus 5 or 6. If so, use Psych Up. If not, Terastallize. Then start using Calm Mind 6 times. Then at that point, Incineroar's attack stat must be at plus 5 or 6 by now, so that's when you want to start using Psych Up. Now while setting up Calm Minds, use Draining Kiss if you need to heal, and once you're done setting up, spam Moonblast until Incineroar goes down. And you know what the weird thing was about using Clefable to fight that Incineroar? Not once did it go for Iron Head. And notice that move, yet it didn't even use it at all. Yeah, I don't get it either. Okay, on to Malamar. Now, back in part 135 of my Renegade Platinum Let's Play, I did say I used Malamar to defeat that Incineroar, although I don't think I ever explained how I did it. So here it goes. My Malamar's ability was Contrary, its chart type was Fighting, its nature was Adamant, its held item was the Shell Bell, and I gave the moves Terra Blast, Reflect, Superpower, and Skill Swap. So first off, if Incineroar hits you with Taunt, reset until Incineroar taunts someone else. But if you didn't get taunted, use Skill Swap. Then try and use Terra Blast 3 times to build up some Terra Orb energy. If you're on the verge of dying, use Reflect. Then after you go down come back to life, Terastallize. Then start spamming Superpower until you're at plus 6. And from there, either continue spamming Superpower until Incineroar goes down, or switch to Terra Blast to take it down. Your choice. So yeah, I guess Malamar was one of the more popular Pokemon to use to fight that Incineroar. Okay, moving on to Komo-o. Its ability was Soundproof, its chart type was Fighting, its nature was Impish, its held item was the Metronome, and I gave the moves Drain Punch, Belly Drum, Iron Defense, and Taunt. Okay, same as before. Reset if you get taunted. If not, you use taunt and keep doing it when it expires. Sorry about that. Then use Belly Drum. Drain Punch to heal. Then Iron Defense all the way up. Then spam Drain Punch until you can Terastallize. Then after Terastallizing, continue spamming Drain Punch until Incineroar goes down. Oh yes, if you happen to get burned along the way by Flare Blitz, use the heals here to get rid of it. Okay, on to Hariyama. Its ability was Guts, its chart type was Fighting, its nature was Impish, its held item was the Razor Claw, and I gave the moves Drain Punch, Bulk Up, Taunt, and Focus Energy. You're probably going to need an Intimidator to help you out. Reset if you get taunted. If not, use Taunt and keep doing it when it expires. Use Bulk Up twice, Drain Punch until Incineroar puts up that barrier, then use Focus Energy. Terastallize, then use Bulk Up 3 to 5 times, then spam Drain Punch until Incineroar goes down. Of course, if you get burned along the way, that's great since your ability will have you do more damage. Of course, there's also Iron Hands, but as I said before, I don't have Violet, I have Scarlet. So I guess Hariyama was a pretty viable substitute. Okay, on to Dondozo. Its ability was Unaware, its star type was Fighting, its nature was Impish, its held item was the Metronome, or if you want, you can have it hold the Shell Bell, your choice. And I gave the moves Protect, Body Press, Rest, and Curse. If you want to reset if you get taunted, you could do that. Or you don't have to if you don't want to. In case you don't really care if your ability gets negated. Otherwise, start building up Terror Orb energy with Body Press. Then if your ability gets negated, use Protect. Then after Trash Slicing, start using Curse until you're at +6. If you need to heal, use Rest, then use the heal cheer to wake yourself up. Then after maximizing your attack, spam Body Press until Incineroar goes down. Yeah, I know I'm not one to use Rest, then heal cheer to wake up, but in a case like this, I'll make an exception since Dondozo is very bulky. So yeah, 5 Pokemon I mentioned to, actually 5 possible Pokemon you could use to fight that Incineroar. Okay, never done something like that before. Also, I was thinking about using Annihilate, although I'm not really sure if I can use Annihilate to fight that Incineroar. I think it's possible, although I'm not really sure what moves I would give it. Well, there's a possibility that I could maybe make it the mean, lean, flinching, no, not flinching, mean, lean, critical hit machine with the combination of Focus Energy and the Razor Claw. Although, I'm not really sure if I want to do that because, to me, I think that's kind of risky. I mean, if I were to do that, then I'll probably have to use Bulk Up 6 times, and I'm not really sure if Incineroar would let me use Bulk Up 6 times. Although, if that were to be possible, then I guess I gotta time it right, since almost at the beginning of the battle, Incineroar gets rid of your ability as well as stat boost, so yeah, I guess I gotta time that correctly. Well, to tell you the truth, I did use Annihilate to fight that Incineroar, although I'm not really sure if I can really tell you what I did, since I guess I was kind of all over the place with my strategies, so I just seem to recall that Intimidate lowered my attack, which triggered Defiance, and Snarl also lowered my special attack stat, which also triggered Defiance. But it doesn't matter since those attack boosts went away thanks to Incineroar getting rid of my attack boost. So yeah, I guess I have to start over from scratch. So yeah, I'm not really sure what other Pokemon I could have used to fight that Incineroar. Maybe Koraidon could have been an option, although I don't think I want to mess up my Koraidon's moveset since it was one of the Pokemon that I'm using. Not now, Liz, I'm busy. Okay, I'm going to switch Misdreavus to the lead since Lantern has caught up in terms of levels. Also, Misdreavus is a few levels away from level 45, and once it does reach level 45, I'm going to use the Dust Stone to evolve it into Mismagius. And upon doing that, Mismagius is going to learn Hypnosis, which I'll delete Psybeam for. Okay, maybe I should have kept Lantern in the lead, but it doesn't matter. Hopefully Misdreavus can do the job just as good as Lantern can. So yeah, Annihilate against Incineroar. I'm not really sure if I really want to do that. Well, I guess some people could find certain movesets to give to Annihilate, but me on the other hand, maybe not. Okay, so moving on to Pokemon Winds and Waves for a second. Well, yeah, I did say a few videos ago that I saw something on Cerebi that said something about the orchestra for Winds and Waves' main theme. Also, I saw a few leaks about the game as well, although I don't want to say anything since, well, last time I did something like that, yeah, I ended up making myself look like a complete idiot when I said something about how Mega Staraptor was on the verge of getting contrary, something that didn't happen. I'm not really sure if it is going to happen. Okay, here's one of the World Islands, but as I said last video, I can't go in there quite yet until I get the ability to use Whirlpool outside of battle, which won't be for quite some time. Well, if another Pokemon Presents video comes out, maybe we could see some potential new Pokemon, or maybe some regional variants. Of course, when the game does eventually come out, I assume there's going to be a DLC along the way, since, well, this little DLC started all the way back in Pokemon Sword and Shield, so I wouldn't be surprised if we were to get a DLC for Winds and Waves. If it does happen, then I wonder what it's going to be about. But for the time being, I guess we're left wondering, what new Pokemon are we going to see in Winds and Waves, and also potential regional variants as well. Well, I gotta admit, there's a whole lot of random encounters on the water here. Well, it doesn't matter because back in, I believe, part 38 or 39 or something, Yeah, I did encounter a few wild Pokemon while I was trying to get the TM4 Thunderbolts. And also, the legendaries. Well, I did see the trailer myself, and well, I'm pretty sure a lot of you saw that oddly shaped cloud in the sky. I'm not really sure if that has something to do with the potential legendary that we're going to see. If so, then I wonder what it's going to be. Well, looking at the title, Winds and Waves, well, I'm not really sure if I can maybe give off a name as to what name fits a legendary Pokemon. I want to say Garuda because I think that has something to do with the wind or something. Although I'm not really sure that's going to be the case since we don't know too much about the game as of yet. Well, for one thing, well, I'm kind of interested in seeing what the legendary is going to look like, although I'm not really sure when that's going to happen. Probably maybe a few months from now, give or take. If so, then I'm looking forward to it. Also, I'm hearing some people say something about what the final evolutions of the starters are going to look like. Well, I haven't a clue. Although I am kind of wondering what the types would be. I mean, looking at Brouts, well, it kind of looks like it's going to be a grass flying type, although that's kind of an understatement, so I don't want to jump to conclusions quite yet. Although, even though um, they haven't been shown yet, I kind of wonder if there's going to be a certain battling mechanic that involves the final evolutions of the starters. If so, then I guess that'd be great as well. I mean, I'm looking back at Pokemon Legends ZA and how the Kalos starters finally got Mega Evolutions, and that kind of makes me wonder why wasn't that the case when X and Y first came out. Which makes me think that maybe something was being rushed or something, although I'm not really sure if that's true or not. Okay, Misdreavus made it to level 45, so after this battle's over, I'm going to use my Dust Stone to evolve Misdreavus into Mismagius. At long last. Well, that's very interesting. Okay, where is that Dust Stone of mine? Alright, here we go. Okay, Misdreavus, time for you to evolve. And yes, as I said, upon evolving, this Magius is going to learn Hypnosis, something that it can't learn legitimately. Although, I think I saw some sort of event that had Miss Magius learn Hypnosis, although I don't know too much about that event since I never really paid attention to that event. Okay, as I said, I'm going to replace Psybeam with Hypnosis, and Psybeam has served its purpose already. Thank you, Psybeam, but it's time for you to go now. Okay, Miss Magius has got a whole lot better. That's good. Okay, there's a trainer right below me. I believe there's also a trainer over to the left, although I'm not really sure how much time I have left to fight any more trainers. You know what? Maybe I should fight a few more random battles and then call it an episode. Since, yeah, that trainer I saw, I'm not really sure how much Pokemon she's going to have, and, yeah, I don't want to go over 15 minutes. So, I'm just going to fight a few more wild Pokemon and then call it an episode. Okay, so I think I made some very significant progress so far, since, well, I think I'm almost close to Signwood City, although I have a few more trainers left to fight. I'm not really sure how many trainers I have left to fight, but some tells me maybe about 3 or 4 more trainers, I guess. Although back in Crystal, I don't know if the trek through routes 40 and 41 went by pretty quickly. Probably not, since I think it took about at least 2 videos to make it to Signwood City. And I guess that's going to be the case for this Let's Play as well. Oh, really? Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to stop here for today. So next time, we're going to fight the rest of the trainers on Route 41 and hopefully make it to Signwood City. See you next time.